Hey guys, as promised, I am making a short video talking about binge eating and how I used to binge eat and now I don't really anymore. And just thought I would share that with you in the hopes that it might help some people who are stuck in a binge eating cycle and would love to get out of it. So there's two things I'm going to talk about today. One is the triggers for the binge eating, and the other one is what to do when you're actually in the binge eating. So the first thing is the triggers. So what's triggering us for the binge eating? Obviously, we're not really in control of our emotions. Things are coming up, stressing us out, scaring us, making us angry, making us sad, excited, whatever's going on with our emotions. And we're like, oh, I can't handle these emotions, need to stuff it down with a bit of binge eating. So, what can we do to get a better handle on our emotions? Well, there's a lot of things that we can do, but yoga and mindfulness are really good for that. And it's good for helping you to notice a little bit earlier those triggers that you have. So, instead of just spiraling into some crazy emotional state, you'll notice, like, I'm getting a little bit into a crazy emotional state. Maybe I can do something about this before it spirals. Um, like if you're a little bit sad about something and you think it's stupid and you just want to move on with your life, no, stop, think about it. Why am I sad? What am I feeling? Etc. And kind of work through that emotion before you move on, okay? Because if you're just trying to power through life without actually addressing how you're feeling, that can just come up in other ways and that can really contribute to your binge eating. Okay, I'm not going to talk much more about triggers right now, but just to say that mindfulness exercise and yoga can be really powerful over time to help you to reduce those crazy emotions. Okay, so number two is specifically when you're in your binge eating cycle. So we've all come in and been like, oh, I'm so annoyed for whatever reason, or I'm so sad or excited or whatever's going on with me. I'll just open this packet of biscuits. We blink and the packet of biscuits is gone. What happened? Why did I do that? And also, we get into this like, oh, well, like I've had five, I might as well have two packets and a tub of Haagen-Dazs and some crisps now because I'm in my binge. I might as well just continue my binge. And, it's all fucking shit. I've started this. I'm a bad person. I'm feeling guilty. I'm feeling shit about myself. Once I've started, I might as well just go all in, okay? And the reason we're doing this is because one of the reasons is we're doing all or nothing thinking. So we're like, well, if I'm doing this thing that's really bad, I might as well be 100% bad. This is a guiltful, shameful, bad thing that I'm doing, eating this bad food. And if I'm in for a biscuit, I might as well be in for a whole shopping trolley full of shit junk food in my body. And so what I'm suggesting is that you slowly or quickly, if you can do it, start to remove that guilt by loving yourself. Yes, it sounds wishy-washy, but literally stick with me for a second. So if you love yourself and respect yourself, you need to start to do that and start to take away some of the shame and realize everybody binge eats, everybody shoves their face full of random crappy stuff sometimes. It's not a big deal. You don't need to be guilty and shameful about it. And you need to be like, oh, well, I felt crap. I had a few biscuits and that's fine. No, let's get into this. Let's rip open loads of shit and start again in the morning. You don't need to start again. You don't need to do stop start. You need to be like, yeah, I had that chocolate and that's fine. It's okay. I feel a bit sick now, but I'm not guilty. I'm not shameful. I'm not a bad person. I'm still the same fabulous me. I just had a whole tub of Haagen-Dazs and a bag of crisps. That's fine. So being okay with it actually makes the shame and guilt and horrible feeling cycle less likely, and then it makes it less likely that you're going to binge again. The next time you go to have some ice cream, you might have half the tub of Haagen-Dazs, you might just have one bar of chocolate, etc., because you'll be like, oh, well, I had this bar and I don't hate myself, everything is fine. And you won't get into this rut of thinking, I had one little thing, I have to go all for it now, and get into a crazy binging spiral. So it's not exactly a quick fix kind of thing. It's a mental shift. If you can make that mental shift to loving yourself and not caring when you have a little binge, a little bit of a treat, a little bit of a something sweet. And also if you can get into the mental attitude of there aren't really bad foods and awful foods and junk foods. They're just foods that make you feel a bit crap. You eat a bar of chocolate and you feel a bit sluggish and a bit heavy. Stop associating that with you're not being beautiful, your weight is ugly, you don't look good, you're whatever, you can't run fast, whatever it is that you have in your head that's associated with that. Just try and pull that apart a little bit, pick that apart a little bit in your brain, and yeah, just move through your eating with love for yourself and understanding for yourself. You know, humans evolved to really seek out carbohydrates and seek out fats and seek out things that are going to keep us sustained and warm through the winter and all of these things. So what you're doing is a totally normal human response to our environment of having loads of sugary stuff around all the time and fatty stuff. And of course, you're going to reach for it sometimes. Be a little bit easier on yourself. Try it. Let me know how it goes. Hope this was of some help. Thanks, guys.